Hello, welcome to the Peaceful Wood Turner. This is plywood that I got from a theater. They make their sets and stuff and change things and all that kind of stuff and end up with lots of little scrap bits. And I was over there and they were talking about wood and I said, can I look at the wood you have? And they said, oh, it's just trash. And I said, I'd still like to look because sometimes I make things out of trash. So I really liked the quality of plywood that they're using. It's got to be strong so it can hold up to whatever they're doing on the stage for a couple of weeks while they're beating it up. And then they just get rid of it. So it's nice stuff, really tight. And I decided I'm going to cut it down and make something that's got kind of a parquet pattern. And I'm going to make a kind of a candy dish. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is cut these all down into nice squared off even pieces. A reminder, it is found wood. When you're using found wood, take some time, go over it, go through it, make sure there's no nails, make sure there's nothing else going on. And I don't know all of the finishes that are put on this wood. You know, some of it has more, some of it has less. Be careful, wear all your dust protection, wear all your safety equipment, all your PPE. You need it all the time, especially with this kind of stuff. So, I've got my sled here, and I'm going to start cutting it down using a table saw. I have my fence set up for 3 inches, and I'm just going to start ripping these down so that they're all the same width. I reset my fence so that it's the same width as my pieces. I'm going to get them as square as I can. the piece is fairly well balanced, but I'm going to be starting about 900 RPM since there is a little bit of a wobble. And I'm just going to start by taking off these higher points and rounding it down a little bit. Going nice and careful. I'm going to start off with my spindle gouge, just that way I don't have quite so many corners and stuff that I might catch on. Sometimes I have a little bit of a tough time with the high shoulders or the roughing gouge. So it's sanded nice and smooth. I'm going to do a little bit more sanding by switching it around, doing it on a reverse chuck so that I can really smooth the outside. The inside I'm not going to be able to get any smoother than what it is, so I'm going to do a little bit of a finish inside there now, and then I'll take it off and switch it around. Got my jam chuck, so I'm all ready to start sanding down on the outside and on the back. And I'm going to go through the same basic process using my bowl finisher and then doing some hand sanding. I've gone up to a 400 grit dry, so now I'm going to just put some mineral oil on everything. That should help to bring the grain up a little bit and just let me finish off my sanding. Nothing like the feel of freshly sanded wood. I like that color. I put a darker finish on the inside, gave it a little more depth. So I'm going to keep this kind of color on the outside. What I'm going to do is do a tongue oil finish. I think that should give me a good shine. There we are, plywood rescued from the theater trash bin. Nice little candy dish. Maybe I'll give it back to them. They can put it on the counter when they're welcoming people in, collecting tickets, that sort of thing. Thank you for joining me on the Peaceful Woodturner.